I think if it is a 12-game suspension or more for Deshaun Watson, you got to pick up the phone, you got to make the call, and bring Jimmy Garoppolo into Cleveland.
You think that's possible on a 1-year deal?
I think it's possible on... Yeah, so here's why. The Browns have the cap space to swing it. For this season, the Browns are kind of loaded with cap space, and they're obviously just trying to nest egg that into next year.
Mm-hmm.
But more importantly, I think Jimmy Garoppolo at least gives you a fighting swingers chance of keeping this season alive while Deshaun Watson is out. So say it is 12 games, Jimmy G could maybe at least win you 8. So when Deshaun does get on the field, okay, now we're ready to see Deshaun Watson go into playoff mode and bring this team to where they want to go. I think with Brissett, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. He could keep the season alive for 6 games, but if you ask him to double that, it's probably not looking too hot. I'd make the call and go after Jimmy G. I'm not kidding.
I mean, that wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, it's possible. And it can be good for the Browns, and it can be good for Jimmy G just to put something else on the resume, you know?
Yeah, all the guy does is win. It's a very similar offense to what Shanahan is running out there in San Francisco. It's very run-dependent and run-heavy. They got a very good offensive line. You got a trusty receiver now in Amari Cooper. DPJ, we'll see. Schwartz is a speedster. Jakeem Grant is a speedster. So they have weapons offensively. David Njoku, not to mention, could kind of be that George Kittle type of comp. Obviously not the same talent, but at least play that similar role for Jimmy G here in Cleveland. I'd make the call, man, because if it's a 12-game suspension or a full year, the Browns cannot afford to just throw this season in the garbage because they have no first-round pick, and that really starts to hurt when you look on the outward, forecast for this organization.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Like I said, only time will tell.
Would you do it? Would you give Jimmy G a call?
If it made sense for the 1 year, yeah. And then if he's doing good that year, shoot, maybe when Deshaun, gets back, look to, trade or, let him go in free agency.
Yeah, and it would be a trade, to acquire Jimmy G, too. You would have to probably give up like a 6th-round pick or something like that. But would you rather, riddle it like that? Because people are like, oh, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not trading for Jimmy G. Like, if he gets cut, maybe. Well, let me riddle you this. Would you rather keep your precious 6th-round pick, or would you rather waste a complete season? I would have screw that 6th-round pick. Let's at least have some competitive games and give this season a chance at playoffs while we wait for Watson to come back.
I've seen 6th-round picks get cut, so yeah. I mean, I've seen 4th-round picks get cut. You know what I mean? So that 6th-round pick don't mean a lot. You know what I mean? So
yeah, get Jimmy G to Cleveland. That's all I gotta say.